Hello, and welcome to a review of the Walthers Trainline GP15-1. Today, I will be unboxing, running, and reviewing this CSX GP15-1. I will also, near the end, be disputing a small problem that I've seen. I mean, it's not a problem, but I will be reviewing something that I've seen in other YouTubers' videos about these. So, let's get a move on. Comes in the box. Very good box. I've had it for a couple weeks now, and it's held up pretty nicely as I've been pulling it out, putting it back in, depending on when I want to run it or when I want to protect it up on a shelf. I'll do a walk around of the box. On the bottom it just says Walthers Trainline Reliable Expandable Fun. In the end, CSX GP15-1 Locomotive 912-503. I bought this for $67.50. Pretty good deal, I guess, seeing as I can get it on Amazon or Walthers' site for a bit more. I believe it is on the box right about here, $89.98. Sorry. Top also says the same thing, and the end is basic. Yeah, it's all the same. It's the same two ends, just with a sticker on one. Back, some information about this. There's another $89.98 sticker. There's a blurb about it. I'm sure you can find this on their website. But anyway, let's move on. There you go. You can see it a bit better now. And I'll pull off the front plate. A moment while I take it out. And here it is. All out of its box and in its full beauty. Oh wait, give it a shot. Anyway, here we go. It is very, very pretty. I don't see any overspray anywhere on it. Let's do a walk around. On the front, there is a hole on the stairwell where you would put a brake wheel if you had a Walthers detail kit. As there is on the back, there is nubbins coming out all around where you would put on detail parts like handrails walking up. And the front has some stuff too. There's headlights. Look at these get centered, right? There we go. The horn. I've seen on other people's videos, such as Vintage Road and Rail, that the horn came off in shipping, and they had to go and ask for another one. I got very lucky and with mine, as the horn came with it in one solid piece. The roof is white, cab roof is white, and none of it else is. This is where the dynamic brakes would be, as there's only one real railroad that bought these that got the dynamic brakes installed, and I believe that was the Chesapeake in Ohio, which later became Chessie System, which is one of my favorite railroads, just behind Ontario Northland, because I like their paint. Moving on the back of the top, there's these grates, which are actually pretty cool looking. Got great detail. They're sunken in and molded that way. On the back, the number boards are not sunken in like they would be on any other one that is pushed in, and if it has numbers in it, they kind of weird all the way in there. As they are on the front. These handrails, I quite love them, as it is very easy to not break them. I could usually pick it up by the side and not touch them at all, but even if I do pick them up by the handrails, they will not break, or because they will just bend around it. They're pretty strong, which is a pretty good part of this, seeing as it is a beginner's engine. It came with metal couplers. Come on, focus you. There we go. Came with metal couplers. Because I guess they gave it metal couplers. That concludes our walk around. Let me set it up on the tracks so I can give it a running in. I have already taken it out of the box to run it in for the half an hour in either direction, and it now runs pretty well. I will be right back for the running. Okay, it is on the tracks now, and I can continue with my review. Here's forwards. We're doing it Sam's train style, where he just runs it either direction, and then gets on with the video. So we're not doing the review stuff, because a bit more advanced for me. Anyway, here's reverse. It is pretty good. Here's a bit of forwards. Pretty quiet runner. We're gonna connect to a small train. Then we'll do a couple of glamour shots before I talk about the plows. And here we are out on the main line. As you can see, the headlights turn on fairly bright before it even starts moving. Pretty sure that they're LED headlights in there, but we're here for seeing how it runs. So we're going to pop it in reverse, and I'll show you full speed all out. Well, I'll show you full speed all out as it comes back. A little bit farther. There we go. Here's full speed. Got a shout over it. Okay, that was fun. That was full speed if you didn't hear me, because it was loud on my uninsulated wooden floor and plastic rails. This, of course, has metal wheels. What am I talking about? Of course it's got metal wheels. It is all-wheel drive inside. All-wheel pickup, all-wheel drive. And something that... Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. As I was talking about earlier, we're going to do some disputing. I'll be right back for a little bit of a close-up to show you that. Welcome to the White Wall. This is my little problem with the bumper plows. These plows, two of these pieces, come with the set, come with the engine, and I've seen various YouTubers saying that you'd have to glue them on. I However, no, the real way to do this. I'm sure other people know, but I've seen, for one, Vintage Road and Rail, who reviewed this exact engine, say that you have to glue them on. And that isn't actually required. See, as you can pull out this bumper piece, hang on a minute, pops right out. See? There's a couple of holes left for it. It's fairly hard to get this part on, plow on, with the coupler in place, but if you take off that coupler, it just slots right in there and will sit even with the track level. I've seen a couple of different people say that you had to glue them on, and after I bought mine and realized that this just comes right out, I just thought I'd say something about it. So hopefully this gets out to someone. They can figure out that they don't have to glue it onto theirs. Or if they've already glued it onto theirs, I hope it's not permanent. Of course, it came for both sides. There is 2 of them. It will go on both sides. They do both come off. The body is held on with 4 screws. Figure because we're this close up, we'll have a look inside. So let me just unscrew those and I'll get right back to you. Okay, welcome back. I have unscrewed all 4 screws and I'm keeping them in the bed of my truck, my little German truck. They're just little black screws, typical of these. Typical of these. Oh my God. I'm starting to sound way too professional. What am I doing? Anyway, you simply have to pull it off. And Walthers, in their instruction booklet, says you have to unscrew the coupler pocket as well. You do not actually have to unscrew that. Simply have to pull the bumper off of both sides. I don't actually know what it's called. I don't think it's a bumper. I've already probably smelled the comments already, if there are any. Yeah. There's a fuel filler cap down here. I forgot about that. Anyway, pull it up. You have to wiggle it upwards, and you reveal the guts. Going to pop the light bulb out, and there it is, the shell completely separate. The light bulb, for mine at least, is not glued in. So that'll make it easy to swap around shells if I wanted to. I have no clue what this means. There is a 2218 on there. But these are soldered in. I know that the proto engines just kind of set them in, just kind of push them in there with a little piece of plastic. This, of course, says front on it. There is flywheels. Back and forth. Then I need to say that this is another thing that does not show up in the instruction manual, at least in the pictures. There is this sort of plastic cover. All you need to do is pull the light bulb out of this little socket here and unscrew it to pull it off. It is quite easy and not difficult to open this up and repair it. Why is it doing that? It's weird. Anyway. Here is the bottoms. These have the same truck towers as the majority of the GP9s. I don't have one close to me to show you, but you can find and get replacements for these fairly easily just by buying a scrap GP9, which I think is pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go and put this back together, and we'll get on to our outro, our conclusion to this adventure of ours. Well, guess that brings us to our conclusion. This video reviewing the Walthers Trainline GP15-1. I hope you all had some fun watching this, and I hope I didn't ramble too much. But, well, I guess it's time to say goodbye. I'll see you in the next video if I release one. And, I mean, I'm probably going to release one, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye.